Alright guys, welcome back to another tier list. Today we're doing the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass tier list. I really love the Booster Course Pass. I think it started off a little bit rough, and then over time, I'd say by wave like three or four, that's really when it became like perfect in my opinion. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about it, give my opinions. It just got completed as of a few days ago. Actually, I think 1 week ago. Because it was released Wednesday last week, and today's the following Monday, so I've played some of these tracks. I've played all these tracks so many times. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it. Now, I just want to keep it brief. I am not a professional Mario Kart player. I don't really play online. I just do time trials. But I do really enjoy doing time trials, so just keep that in mind. Alright, Paris Promenade. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't give a shit. I actually like a lot of the tour tracks. I really do. I feel like I'm one of the only few who does, but even then, I don't care for Paris Promenade. It's boring in my opinion. Like, cool, it's set in Paris. It's a big whoop. We don't like France on this channel, so. Toad Circuit, D tier. I don't need to tell you why. I mean, everybody knows it looks like shit. It plays like shit. It's the most boring It's the most boring course. It should not have been included in the fucking Booster Course Pass. Choco Mountain, put in B tier. It's cool. I think it looks kind of cool, and it plays kind of cool. I think it's definitely a big improvement over the N64 version. The music on it's okay. Yeah, I got no problems with it. It's just not my favorite. Coconut Mall. I don't think it's necessarily an improvement over the original, but I do think it's still one of the... I'm going to put it in S tier. Just because I do think the original was one of the best Mario Kart tracks of all time, and this one doesn't really do anything worse, so I'll keep it in S tier. Tokyo Blur is a nothing track, D tier. This is probably the worst tour course, and it probably is because it's literally nothing. It's literally just fucking nothing. Shroom Ridge, B tier. It's okay. I think it's cool. I like the gusts of wind that you can use when you get a mushroom on the side of the road. I think that's kind of cool. I think it's definitely an improvement over the original, and yeah, I can play on it. It's just not my favorite. Sky Garden is a D tier. It's a nothing track. It exists. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it just exists, and that's it. Ninja Hideaway is our second S tier. I fuck with Ninja Hideaway. I like how there's so many ways to go whenever you play this track. I think that it's literally, it's one of the best tour tracks, and it was the first one released. Like, it's so good. Like, the fact that, like, we have so many of these tracks that are in B to D tier within the first pass, the first pack, really says a lot about the rest of this. Because the rest of this is going to be so much better than the first course, than the first pass. Sorry, the first pack. I don't know what I'm saying. Man, Ninja Hideaway, definitely the best course. I'm not going to rank these in order, but I am going to put it above Coconut Mall. Just because I think it's really good. New York Minute, A tier? Not S tier, A tier. It's good. It's solid. It's a good track. It's at nighttime, and I always have a soft spot for tracks that are at night. And, yeah, New York City. As much as I don't like New York City as a city in real life, yeah, I can fuck with New York Minute. SNES Mario Circuit 3, underrated, but still just B tier. Yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. It's, like, exactly the same as it was in Wii, which I never, well, I played the original SNES Mario Kart at a friend's house, but I never owned it. So, to me, SNES Mario Kart and Mario Circuit 3, they always just felt like basic to me and stuff that I wouldn't want to play because I played it way after I played like Wii and Double Dash and all that. So yeah, Calamari Desert, A tier. A lot of people are going to say it belongs in S tier. I disagree. I think it's really good. I think it's an improvement over the original. I just don't find it that fun to play on. Well, I find it fun to play on. I just don't find it fun to play on to belong in S tier personally. Like, I like the idea of you going into the tunnel and then having to, like, face the train. It's cool. It's just not my favorite. Waluigi Pinball, S tier. Definitely improvement over the original. Fuck what people say. I think that it looks better, it sounds better, It plays better, so yeah. It's an improvement of already one of the best tracks in Mario Kart history, so yeah. Sydney Sprint, that's another A tier. It's probably the best one. It's probably the best tour course for a while. So Sydney Sprint, yeah, fuck with it. Sydney's a cool city. It's got good atmosphere in Mario Kart. It's yeah, it's good. I fuck with it. Snowland, I have a soft spot for anything like snow related, but I'm gonna put it in B tier just cause it's kind of basic. The fact that we got Ribbon Road and Cheeseland in the original Mario Kart 8, and I think they're way better than Snowland, kind of puts it down a little bit, but it's not bad. Mushroom Gorge is another A tier. I fuck with it. A lot of people complain that Mario Kart Wii has too much representation in the Booster Course Pass. I disagree. I don't think it has enough. I think every single Mario Kart Wii should be in the Booster Course Pass. So, yeah. Mushroom Gorge is one of the better ones. It's A tier. It's fun. I like the changes they made to it. I like how you can use a glider ramp with a blue mushroom. It's cool. If you don't fuck with Mushroom Gorge, I don't fuck with you. Sky Sunday is going to be our last D tier for a while. I do not like Sky High Sunday at all. Like, at all. I think this track is so ass. I actually hate this track. London Loop. It's okay. I'll put it in B tier. Like, it's boring enough to put in C tier, but it's cool enough to put in B tier. It's kind of basic. It's whatever. Boo Lake. A lot of people really like Boo Lake. I find it boring. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's such an improvement over the original. Like, it is, but it's not all that chief. So, C tier. Rock Mountain. Put it in B tier. I fuck with it. It's fun. It's just not my favorite. You know, I never actually played Mario Kart 7, fun fact. So for me, this was playing like a brand new track. So that's always kind of cool. Maple Treeway. Can I tell you something? First of all, it's S tier. Second of all, the original Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii is my favorite Mario Kart track of all time. That's a little fun fact about me. And I think that the Booster Course Pass did it justice. I think it did everything it needed to do. And I fuck with it so hard. Berlin Byways. It's basic, B tier. Actually, I'm gonna keep it in B tier. It's okay. A lot of people talk about how the music on it's so good. I don't really find it to be that good personally. So, I don't know. It's okay. B tier. Peach Gardens, A tier. Yeah, I'll put it in A tier. I was thinking about putting it in S. I like the changes they made to it. I like the change they made to Lap 3. I think it looks better. It plays better than it did in DS and in Wii. So, yeah, it's good. Peach Gardens, I fuck with it. Merry Mountain. I like anything snow related in video games for setting wise. Characters, stuff like that, so A tier. And I fuck with Christmas as an aesthetic, so yeah, it's good. The track is kind of a little boring, especially towards the end of the lap, but like, I don't know, this setting is what carries it for me, so I'll keep it in A tier. Rainbow Road, I don't need to explain why I'm going to put it in S tier. It's arguably the best Rainbow Road we've ever had, so yeah. Amsterdam Drift. How do I feel about Amsterdam Drift? I'll put it in B tier. It's cool. It's actually cool. It's one of the better tour courses, but it's kind of boring. Riverside Park is also going to get a B tier. It's just kind of boring, but it's cool though. DK Summit, B tier. It's cool. It's okay. Well, it's more than okay. I don't necessarily think it's better than the Wii one, but I do think it's good enough to put in A tier. So yeah. Yoshi's Island, I'm putting S tier. Anytime where you can change up the aesthetics and the coins and all that to make it be a different sound and stuff, I fuck with it. And Yoshi's Island is such an underrated game in my opinion. So yeah, Yoshi's Island, I fuck with it. Bangkok Rush is one of the better tour courses. A tier. So, it's really fun. This is one of the better ones in my opinion. I fuck with it really hard. I really got no complaints with it. Mario Circuit, I'm going to put that in A tier. I think it's definitely the best circuit course within the Booster Course Pass. And just one of the best circuit courses in all of Mario Kart. I think it's fun. Luigi Stadium, put an A tier. I really fuck with it. It's better than it was in Wii, and it's better than it was in Double Dash. So yeah. Singapore Speedway, I'm gonna put that in S tier. Dude, the nighttime setting, the fact that it's like neon and stuff, I fuck with Singapore Speedway. It's so good. Like it's aesthetically, I think it's definitely one of the best within the Booster Course Pass. But then it doesn't. But then its flow is really good. It's like it's just really good. Athens Dash, I'll put an A tier. A lot of people think that this is the best booster course, or sorry, tour track. I think it's really good. I don't necessarily think it's the best, but it's good. A Daisy Cruiser, A tier, it's fun. You know, this is actually the very first Mario Kart course I've ever played in my life. My very first Mario Kart was Double Dash, and I picked Daisy Cruiser as my first ever track. And I remember I was playing with Yoshi and Bowser. That was my first ever Mario Kart. Fun fact about me. Daisy Cruiser, always loved it, always have, always will. Yeah, A tier. It's fun. Moonview Highway. It's. I don't think it's better than Wii, but I do think it's good enough to put in A tier. I think it's good. Squeaky Clean Sprint. I'll put that in S tier. You know, a lot of these new courses that come to the Booster Course Pass, a lot of them are so good except for Sky High Sunday. Squeaky Clean Sprint's really good. I like the idea of being in a big home. You know, shout out to Nathaniel Bandy. You know, keep clean, kids. Wash under your ears, or sorry, behind your ears. Clean out the insides, brush your teeth, you know, stuff like that. Los Angeles Labs, B tier. I don't know. I don't fuck with California, so yeah, fuck it. Sunset Wilds. Okay, a lot of people complain that like they hated it because the sun doesn't actually set. I think that even if it did set, it wouldn't change my opinion. I think Sunset Wilds fucking sucks, bro. I think it sucked in GBA, and I think it sucks now. Like even with the sunset, I don't think it would be good. It would be better, sure. Maybe go to C tier, but it's not that good in my opinion. So yeah, Koopa Cape, A tier. I fuck with it. It's really good. It was one of the best courses in Wii, so and it's still really good now. I don't think it's necessarily better than it was in Wii, but it's still good enough to put in A tier. Vancouver Velocity. This might be my favorite tour track. You know, I fuck with the nighttime setting, I fuck with neon, and I fuck with hockey, I fuck with ice. Yeah, Vancouver Velocity does it all for me, so yeah, S tier. Rome Avanti, I'll put an A tier. I love it. I think it's really good. You know, I'm Italian, fun fact about me, so anything Italian is good in my opinion. So yeah, I fuck with it. DK Mountain, A tier. You know, I feel like I don't have to explain myself. Everybody loves DK Mountain. Everybody wanted it to come back. So, yeah, it's good. I've always really liked this track. Ever since Double Dash, ever since Wii. Yeah, it's really good. Daisy Circuit. I never really liked Daisy Circuit and Wii, to be honest. And while I do think it's better now than I did when I was a kid, it's still not all that chief, so B tier. Piranha Plant Cove is the best tour original track. I fuck with Piranha Plant Cove so hard. Now one thing, I know I told you I fuck with like snow and stuff. Another aesthetic I fuck with is like tropics. And this is kind of tropics, and it's set at night, so yeah. It's really good. It has good flow. I like how a lot of it's underwater. I like how a lot of it, you're like taking big leaps of faith into the water. It's really cool. And yeah, it's nice. Madrid Drive. B tier. I don't think it's all that. I think it's kind of boring. And then Rosalina's Ice World I'll also put in B tier. I think it's kind of boring, but it's cool. It's ice. You know, I actually just played this course before I started recording. It's not bad. It's definitely one of the weaker courses from 3DS, though, Mario Kart 7. And then SNES Bowser's Castle 3, S tier. You know, the way they changed this course, they truly did make this course a Mario Kart 8 course. Out of all the courses that they released, this one truly feels like a Mario Kart 8 course. So, yeah, for what they did with it, how they changed it, and how it flows, all that stuff, S tier. It's one of the best remakes as far as like remakes go for Mario Kart tracks. And then Rainbow Road, S tier. I mean, this was one of my favorite tracks of all time in Mario Kart Wii, and it's still one of my favorite tracks of all time in Mario Kart 8. So, yeah, Mario Kart Wii tracks be so good in my opinion. But yeah, it's gonna be it. If you disagree with me, if you think Rome Avanti should be in C tier, you know, fuck you. But yeah, that's it. See you.